Okay, hi guys. Last time I talked to you guys, I was sitting over there. This time I'm sitting on a stool. I don't know why I felt like I had to tell you that, but I thought I knew agency life until I got treated in New York City. Remember that interview that I studied so hard for? This is the top 3 agency that I'd want to work for. Just to give you back story, I met this woman that I thought was amazing. She worked at the third top agency that I wanted to work at. She set up an interview for me. She's VP of the sector that I wanted to work in. She basically has all the hiring power. I'm sure she had like some serious expectations of me, as well as I did of myself. A couple days before the interview, I wrote out everything that I did, what campaigns I supported, in what capacity, because I felt like I wanted to remind myself that I did all of this work and that I'm qualified. I practiced questions that they'd asked. I asked the Holy Spirit to fall fresh on me. Anywho though, this position is somewhat of a junior position that I'm applying for, okay? And I had like VPs that were interviewing me, okay? It was a VP and a senior VP. And I sat down with them and I kid you not, I thought I had in the bag. Like I knew exactly what I did from front to back. But y'all, they asked me an industry question and I bombed it. I'm actually disappointed in myself for bombing it so bad. When I answered their industry question, in my opinion, they actually laughed at me. Guys, when I say laughed, I don't mean like, oh, that was cute. They laughed like laughed. At that very moment, I wanted to cry, but obviously I couldn't. They basically asked me a question about how I felt the digital media outlets were doing compared to traditional media outlets. And if you guys may not know, you may not know what the difference is. So basically like a BuzzFeed compared to like a USA Today. Not only did they laugh, but they took my answer as a way to basically lead them on to think that I thought they were old. They actually thought I was trying to call them old. This is a true story. It gets worse. Not only did they think like, oh yeah, this girl's calling me old, but they went on with this joke, like wouldn't stop laughing, like, oh my God, like, might as well be like 70. Like, it was embarrassing. At that point, I thought I bombed this interview and I was embarrassed and I wanted to leave, and the questions just kept getting worse from there. I felt like they can sense my like vulnerability and shame, that they just want to dig into it even more. Like it was just, and guys, I swear to you, I'm not stupid. I am very smart. I've worked with some really seriously great global brands for over 3 years. And I know that sounds little, but I mean, for working with great brands in this time span, I mean, it says a lot. So I felt very dumb quickly. So it gets a little worse. Obviously in my head, bombed the whole thing. But on the bright side, I answered all of their questions as far as what I've done in my past experience and how I've impacted the brands that I've worked with. At the end, the woman was like,
oh, let me like walk you out.
And the other lady that was with her goes,
oh my God, you walk them out? Like, I don't even do that. I just let people leave at the elevator.
Guys, while I was there, basically calling me like a peasant, y'all. Like, I told y'all, I'm worried about New York because New York is such a competitive environment in the PR industry. If you really think about it, if I was in Chicago, nothing like this would have ever happened, honestly. And this is how I truly feel. I made sure that I kept my head up high and my shoulders back and my heels pointed and my hair flipped, and called my Uber, got in the cab and cried the whole way home. And I did not want to apply for jobs after that. But that had to change, because what I'm not going to do is get punked by these NYC agencies. You will not punk me, okay? Because I wrote down every single thing that I was good at out here, and your girl is smart, okay? And I know that, and I don't need y'all to tell me that. And I'm saying, I'm giving you the story because I want you to realize the same thing, because guess what? It might have all been in my head, honestly. The story may not have been as bad as I thought it was. Obviously, I wanted to do better than I did. I wanted to be able to answer an industry question and get it right. But who's to say that I'm not qualified for the job? Because my skills says it all. My portfolio says it all. My experience was not a joke, and I will not let you make me think that it was. Okay? And another thing, this thing called Jesus, yeah, you don't want to mess with that. Needless to say, I thought I bombed it, but today I got an email from her saying, the lady that I spoke to before, who basically made me feel stupid, saying that she was gonna get in touch with me this week. And then I also got another email from one of the agencies that are not like my top 5, but are definitely considered, it's definitely considered a great agency. Called me out of the blue and like screened me for another interview. So what did we learn from this? Study on your experience. Not only will it make you versed on what you've done, but it'll give you confidence and motivation, so that anytime, you know, an agency wants to punk you or an interviewer wants to punk you, you can jolt yourself right back up, okay? And just because you answer a question wrong in an interview one time, or maybe 2 times, or maybe for the whole rest of the interview, as long as you tell and explain your story and what you've done to impact your team or your agency or whatnot, you're good. You're good in my book and God's book, okay? And you're not applying to be a CEO. You're applying to just support their team as a junior or maybe as a senior, but not the CEO of the holding on company, okay? Even the CEO makes mistakes. Sue me. Please make sure you subscribe, like, share, blah, all that, and squat up, boss up. I'll try to do the same. Love y'all. With love, Trish.